So welcome to Shoot Some Shale, powered by D&D Media. But just before we get cracked on with our watch along tonight, we have a message from the British public to everybody.
Oh, it's warm. I like it warm, but I don't like it this warm.
That's British public.
That's literally what we've been saying on a daily basis for the last 4 days.
That's what we've been saying on a daily basis for the last 25 billion hours.
Dramatic. Oh, we're here again.
How bloody lucky are you people? You get to listen to us two melting fat people talk about bikes going round in circles.
Yes. Before we look at the meeting we're going to be covering tonight, Palmer, shall we take a look over at Yorkshire, where Sheffield host Leicester?
Up the Yorkshire. Yeah, we can do.
Do you want to give us the the Sheffield lineup first, and I'll do Leicester second?
Racing for the host. The Sheffield haven't got a sponsor this year, Tigers.
Have they not?
No.
Oh.
Ride replacement is in operation at number 1 for Jack Alder, who died in the Grand Prix over the weekend. Anders Rowe rides at number 2, Chris Holder at 3, Leon Flint at 4, Josh Pickering skippers aside at number 5, Jay Etheridge rides at number 6, and Luke Colleen goes at number 7. Have you got a man to watch, and why, even though we're not watching them?
It's true. I'm going to go for Leon. He likes Arlington, and he's in some decent form at the moment. And I always say this, that 3 and 4 is going to be vital, and I just think with Dan Thompson as an RR for Leicester as well, I just think that 3 and 4 is a really good combo for Sheffield, and I think Leon's gonna play a big role in that.
I'm going to go for Reggie, because how the bloody hell can Reggie have a very good night at Poole last night and then end up going to Pooh tonight? He's got to be in for another good night.
That's true. It's a good theory. And for the Leicester Watling JCB Lions, it's Ryan Douglas at number 1, Drew Kemp at 2, Nick Morris 3, rider replacement for Dan Thompson at number 4, who was required in Poland, Sam Masters at 5, Carl Elworth at 6, and Joe Thompson at number 7. Palmer, you got a Lion to watch.
I'm going to go for Drew Kemp. He needs to have a good night for the Lions. He's a former Sheffield rider, and he was decent at his time at Sheffield, so he needs to step up this evening, I think.
I'm going to go with Carl Elworth for pretty much similar reasons. He's a former Sheffield rider. He was there up until, I think this is his first season away, and he'll second. First? Second?
Second.
He left last year, don't he? But knows his way around Arlington and at reserve. He could be in for a busy night with RR on Dan as well. And that's a very handy reserve to have, former Sheffield captain. And all of that good stuff. You got a score prediction for this one, Palmer?
I'm just having a quick look at the meeting that Dan Thompson's meant to have been riding in, but as standard, he's
not
gone
got
all
a
the way
ride.
there. He ain't had a ride.
Fucking typical, ain't he? That's really irritating, isn't it?
But he's currently Ribnick 51, Lodz 33. Going into heat number 15.
Predictions for this one, Palmer. You went for a Leicester win by 48 points to 42.
I did indeed. Leicester like it at Sheffield. They probably like it at Sheffield better than Sheffield like it at Sheffield.
And Leicester probably like Sheffield more than Leicester like Leicester.
Probably.
And I've gone for Sheffield to win by 6, which would equate to 48-42 the other way. Now over to the meeting we're covering. Do you want me to cover the Aces of Belle Vue, Manchester, Palmer, and you can do the Witches, being as you've got a vested interest in that side?
Oh, go on then.
The Belle Vue Aces are led at number 1 by Brady Kurtz. Zach Cook is away in Poland, racing I think in that same meeting that
he is. I'll have a look. He has scored 4 points from 4 rides.
Not bad. It's Peter Kilderman at 3. Norrit Blador moves to number 4 with no Zach and RR operating. The graphic says Jason Doyle. At this point we didn't know it was going to be Doyley, Bomber, etc. It is Chris Harris at number 5, guesting for the injured Jason Doyle.
Oh, for God's sake!
Tazishki at 6 and Will Cairns at 7. Have you got an ace to watch, Palmer?
I'm going to go for Peter Kilderman. He's really stepped up as that third heat leader this year, and I'll be honest, I can't remember what he's like around Ipswich, so that's why he's my man to watch, because I don't know what we're going to get out of him.
I'm going to go for his partner in that middle order. I'm going to go for Norwich Bledorn. He was really impressed. He seems to have turned a corner since he came back from his little injury layoff. And I think, he's starting to improve. This is a Norwich Bledorn style track. He usually goes well at Ipswich, I believe. So, I'm going to go for him.
And riding for the home team, the Ipswich True 7 Group Mayfield Sports Events and Others, which is at number 1 is Tom Brennan. Number 2, Danny King. Richard Lawson rides at number 3. Scott Nichols goes at number 4. Tobias Musialiak at number 5. Philip Ostrom Bangs rides at number 6. And Jason Edwards at number 7. Have you got a man to watch, and why?
I am gonna go for Danny King. We watched him last night at Oxford for Redcar as a guest, and it was awful. But he was disappointing. But he's been really good for Ipswich this year. Her man away, he's definitely the main man at Ipswich at the moment, and he's riding like that captain, and he's silencing a lot of people.
Absolutely, and I've gone for Scott Nichols. He needs to have a good one tonight, really, doesn't he? He needs to have a good one. Otherwise, he may as well just retire.
Yeah, he's not had the best of seasons, and I think everyone would have expected another Audi for him at Belle Vue the other day. He really doesn't like that track, but he knows his way around here better than probably anybody. So I would expect a much improved performance by him tonight. And we've both gone for the same prediction for this meeting.
I'm glad you said that, because I can't remember what I went for this one.
Do you want me to say it then?
Please, go on then.
We've both gone for Ipswich to win by 12, which obviously equates to 51 points to 39. Ipswich need to bounce back. They were poor the other night, weren't they? And they're a wounded animal, which could make them more dangerous.
Absolutely, and obviously been on home shale is only going to benefit them tonight, innit? So, yeah, it could be interesting.
We had the coin toss as well with Ipswich starting later. We did actually get to see who won that. Brady Kurtz called incorrectly. So Belle Vue lost the toss with Brady calling incorrectly, and Ipswich took 1 and 3 in Heat 1. Do you want to run through quickly the BSN fixtures for the next little while?
So, for the next week or two on BSN, this Saturday at 6:30 is Berwick versus Poole. Poole looking to overturn a 4-point deficit. Then on Monday it's Northampton versus Ipswich. We might be on for that one. We don't know yet. We might be dead. Then on the Saturday, the 4th of July, it's Berwick versus Oxford, which will probably be a bit boring. Then on Monday, the 6th, it's Kings Lynn versus Northampton. Then 2 weeks tonight, I believe that is, it's the Sheffield Tigers versus the Kings Lynn Stars.
Yeah, we'll probably be back on Monday. We'll probably be back the following Monday for Kings Lynn Northampton as well. That's an interesting one, because Northampton have pushed Kings Lynn really close at Kings Lynn this year.
Yes, they have.
What do you make of the new Ipswich logo?
Looks just like the old one, just with a little bit of blue around it.
The ultimate change and all that. We will keep updated from the other meeting as well. This evening. It's really warm, ain't it? Winnie, legend, Cornetto eating Winnie's in the comments. Evening, fellas. Hope you're good. 50-40 and Edwards to make the difference for me.
There's every possibility.
Edwards is riding with a little bit more confidence. He was okay last night, weren't he, in the championship for Redcar at Oxford?
Yeah, absolutely. It was good to see. It was very good to see.
And we've got 6 people watching, so get in the comments, tell us how you're keeping cool, what was for tea, how you found this little heat wave, because I'll be honest, me and Palmer have absolutely bloody hated it.
Oh, I hate the sun, me.
I don't
I
mind the
hate it.
sun as long as it's comfortable. I can deal with these kind of temperatures in the day, but when it's like 20 to 8 at night and it's still 31 degrees here, that's taking a piss.
I mean, it's horrible when it's you work leaving the house at 6:30 and it's 23 degrees then.
Yeah.
That's in the morning, by the way, folks. I don't work at night.
It is due to cool down over the next couple of days and go back to more seasonal temperatures. I think this might end up becoming the new norm, hadn't it, this?
Well, the way this global warming and stuff like that's going on in the world, then at least for the traditional people that like having summers and like dying, then yeah, I think this is the new norm. But for people like us, it is absolutely bloody torture.
Yeah, it is. And we've both lost some weight this year. Imagine if we were at our peak fatness like we were a few months back.
Exactly. Well, I've still got that peak fatness, just not as much of it now.
Norwich's going to be the RR in he one by the looks of it.
But we've dropped a t-shirt size, so get on.
I've dropped bloody loads, mate. I'm now fitting into medium shorts.
I couldn't tell you about the shorts because we only ever get the elastic ones where it just sticks to your waist.
Oh, lovely stuff. Best kind of shorts to have.
You know the score.
Tate's working away nicely on that bike.
Well,
How have you been finding sleeping in this heat? Because I've really bloody struggled.
to be honest, as soon as my eyes shut, that's me gone.
That's kind of what sleep is.
It's yeah, it's weird. Like I haven't struggled as such. I've just kind of just dozed off, and that was it.
Yeah. Luke 42.62.8, Ipswich 43, Belle Vue 47. You've got to say the advantage of confidence and stuff is with Belle Vue after Monday night, but they do have some. They have had some absolute tonkings around here, so they definitely won't sit on their laurels. And crucially, like you pointed out to me, Palmer, this is the round 1 meeting, so there's no bonus point up for grabs for this one Monday score.
There is.
For this meeting?
There is. Yeah, it was the round 1 score at Ipswich. It happened. It was on BSN actually. It was 51-39 to Belle Vue.
Oh,
so if our score is correct, we're getting another Super E.
So there is an aggregate score for this one.
Yeah.
So it's 51-39 to Belle Vue. Paul Wheeler, absolute legend of a man. Very good hot evening, gents. Palmer's not going to approve of this, and to be fair, I'm shot with myself, but I had salad this evening anyway. 48,
what?
42.
Get out!
48-42 to the Witches, Wheeler predicts. To be fair, I would have had salad again tonight if the lettuce hadn't have gone funny. You know, the problem with them packs of lettuce, you open them, you wrap it up in an air sealed bag and it still goes brown. And I'm a really fussy git, I won't touch it if I see any brown in there.
So, just before we get underway with heat number 1, I'll give us a quick update from Sheffield. Heat number 1 was won by the rider in blue, Anders Rowe. Second in white was Ryan Douglas, and third in red, the rider replacement Josh Pickering. Drew Kemp come last, and it's currently 4 points to Sheffield, 2 to the Leicester Lions.
Starters we mean to go on at Sheffield. Leicester are a little bit of rejuvenated maybe after the win the other night at Kings Lynn.
Yeah, they won at Kings Lynn, didn't they? Forgot about that.
Don't worry. And since then, Kings Lynn have made a team change.
They have indeed.
And their team change did quite well at Poole last night actually as well. Heat number 1 then of this one Gate 1 in blue is Danny King, the captain of the Witches. The rider replacement in yellow off Gate 2 is Norrit Bladorn. Gate 3 in red is Tom Brennan, and off the outside in white is Brady Kurtz. Now, Brady can have decent meetings here. I've never seen him have a good one here. He's had decent, but he can also have absolute shockers.
Yes, he certainly can.
What was that Tonkin score? Was it last year? I think it was last year. It might have been the year before now. It's all
67-23. Never forget.
jeez. Was it last year that?
Yeah.
Oh man. But with all due respect to this Ipswich team, it's not good enough to hit that kind of score around here now.
Not this year.
That other team had Doyley and Emil, and you know there were some real superstars in it. This team isn't good enough to do that.
Well, with the new Waxlar thing, you know, we could have that in the Goot.
There might be a little feeder team from Poland there.
Reading between the lines, that's what they intend to happen. So more on that later as Start Marshalls walked away for route number 1 and takes fly up. Away we go. It's a solid start there from Norrit Bladorn, who gets that first turn first with Brady Kurtz blasting right round the outside, and it's the Aces currently on a 5-1 to start with, and this is not the start the Ipswich Witches wanted, and Tom Brennan's dismal season continues as he's at the rear of the field as Danny King blasts himself underneath Norrit Bladorn now, and what can Brennan do? Brennan joins him, so it's gone from a 1-5 to a 3-3. That was ruthless, that from Tommy B there, and Norrit Bladorn's packed up at the rear of the field, and this is a very, very rare race win around Foxhall Heath here for Brady Kurtz. By riding, there's no slip strips, falls and mechanical failures. We've got another 285 metres left to go with this race, and yeah, Brady's looking good out in front, and to be honest, the Ipswich boys haven't got any opposition to worry about, so it's going to be a share of the spoils as long as Thomas gets round the checkered flag, because he also packed up at the back.
He's having an absolutely appalling season, Tom at number 1. Just generally he's having an appalling season, but certainly highlighted when you're at number 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's 57.22. I don't know if that's a quick time around here or not.
About standard, I think.
Heat number 1 was won by the rider in white, Brady Kurtz, with a winning time of 57.22 seconds. Second in blue was Danny King, and a ruthless ride in third for Tom Brennan to get underneath Norwich, who packed up to share the heat, 3 points apiece. The aggregate stays as it was. The gap for the aggregate, 12 points difference. And one heat down, 14 to go, 15 if there's a super heat. That was ruthless. That good move by Danny, ruthless by Tom.
Ruthless!
Norwich just runs a touch wider than he would have liked because of Danny coming in, then Tom just bombs underneath, and Norwich thought, yeah, sod that. The pennies that I'm getting paid aren't worth getting deadly for.
Absolutely.
Interesting battle here, actually. Philip Hellstrom-Bangs is probably the out of form of the two Ipswich reserves, whereas I'd say Tate Zischke's probably been the better reserve for Belle Vue, so complete contrasting seasons for the number 6s.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Have you been disappointed by Hellstrom-Bangs? He's trying, but he came in with such promise and he's not delivered, has he?
This is nothing more than I expected, to be honest. I've got a very unpopular opinion about him.
Oh God, tell us after the lineup. In number 2, gate 1 in white, Tate Zischke. Gate 2 in red, Philip Hellstrom-Bangs. Gate 3 in yellow is Will Cairns, and gate 4 in blue, Jason Edwards. Go.
People only liked and adored him because he was one man in the SON meeting at Belle Vue. And he just so happened to score every point Sweden got because he was the only rider riding for him. He was a bit shit, really, but because he was the only one, everyone felt sorry for him.
Was that when Freddie and Thorsell got injured?
Correct.
I remember that. Winchester's just messaged as well to say he's tuned in.
How very enthralling, Winchester. Star Marshal walks away for heat number 2, then the tapes fly up, away we go. And Jason Edwards has made a cracking start there, and he leads away, then going into the back straight now. What could Tajiski do? He gets himself into the second place position, and Philip Hellstrom Bangs is not a million miles away at the back, but Ziski up the inside there of Jason Edwards, and it's going to be another 3-3 again, isn't it? Will Cairns is a bit shit, but water's wet, grass is meant to be green and all that.
Will's retired, ain't he?
Yeah. Standard. But yeah, Tajiski there out in front then doing the business for the Belle Vue Aces, and it's going to be another 3-3 to be honest. That flag looks very, very tiny as they enter the final lap then. Tajiski with a brilliant race there out in front, and he's going to take 3 points.
Jace has gone really wide. Where's Bangs gone? He's just tootling round as well, I think.
Where's Big Filippo?
Has he come over the line? I think he just tootled round. Again, he continues to disappoint. Jace made a good start, but he was riding really tentatively, and Tate just dive bombed up the inside of him, easy as you like. And that was a heat win from game 1. So, heat number 2 was won by the rider in white, Tate Zischke, second Belle Vue Aces winner of the night in a time of 58.71. Second in blue, Jason Edwards, and third in red, Philip Hellstrom Bangs. 3 points apiece, 6 all on the night, and still a 12-point gap for the aggregate score. Really good ride to start with for Jace, but he just goes too wide, don't he? And Tate needed no second invitation.
No, absolutely not, mate.
Excellent Aussie accent. There's been a couple of heats. You obviously did heat 1. Heat 2 has now been done. Jesus Christ.
No, damn, but I can take that as well.
Heat number 2 at Sheffield was won by the rider in yellow, Joseph Thompson. Second in red was Jai Etheridge, and third in blue, Luke Kelly and Carl Hauer finished stone last for a 3-all. And heat number 3 was won by Leon Flint, with Nick Morris in second and Chris Holder third. Carl Hauer took the rider replacement for Dan Thompson and again finished last.
Oh.
Carl Hauer's having one of those mare things, ain't he?
He's not been very good, is he?
No, not really. This will be an interesting race. I heard, are your neighbours on those zesty cigarettes?
No.
Oh.
I might just have to borrow this fan that's conveniently near the hallway.
Heat number 3, gate 1 in blue, Scott Nichols. Gate 2 in white, Peter Kildemand. Gate 3 in red is Richard Lawson, and off the outside in yellow, Norbert Bladorn, hoping for better fortunes this time out after retiring from Heat 1 when he was the rider replacement. Do you know whose fan it is, or has it just been handed there by the gods for you?
We're back. We just had to
commandeer the fan.
Yes. Doesn't make sense it being used and nobody being in the room that it's being used in. So, heat number 3 then. Takes fly, away we go, and it's a solid start there for Peter Kilderman, but what could Richard Lawson do is he's looking to blast right round the outside there. He's done both of Belle Vue boys there, and now what could Scott Nichols do is he's just about got underneath the inside there of Norbert Bladon, and now he's got Peter Kilderman in his sights then as we head to second lap, and Kilderman goes really, really wide there, but Scott is just not close enough to really challenge Peter Kilderman there for that one as we enter the third lap. And if anything, Scotty looks like he's slowing up a little bit, so the big challenge is between Peter Kilderman and Richard Lawson, who ironically both of these out in front here didn't appear for either of their teams in Dorset last evening as we enter the final lap then. And Scotty has decided to get a bit closer to Peter Kilderman, but I don't quite think he's got the speed or anything. I would say I didn't have the speed or anything to get past. Kilderman decided to bin it, and that has gifted the Witches a big 5-1. And Peter Kilderman now has a dirty bottom.
What a penis. Good start there from Richard Lawson. Peter Kilderman was there with him as well. Sluggish one from Scott. Norrie Bladorn looked really tentative again, and Scott went up the inside, pretty much the same place, but the opposite turn as to where Tom Brennan did it, and Norrie picks up a lucky point because Peter Kilderman fell. If we get a winner off gate number 2 in heat number 4, which belongs to Will Cairns, then we will have had a winner off each of the gates in the opening 4 heats. Heat number 3 was won by the rider in red, Richard Lawson, in a time of 58.52. Second, lucky bit of fortune there for the rider in blue, Scott Nichols, and third in yellow, Norrie Bladorn. 5-1 to Ipswich. It's now 11 points to 7 on the night. Just shaves off 4 points on the aggregate. 50 points to 58 now in Belle Vue's favour.
That it is.
What on earth happened there? Was that a mechanical, or did he just override it? Weren't even that lap. Oh, we're down to 30. I might freeze. I might have to get the Atom coat out soon.
Well, I'd recommend, because I know you like their merch as much as I do, just pop down to Wimborne Road and get yourself one of them nice gillets from the trap shop.
Lovely, ain't they? But not for the price they're charging for them.
If they've got a meeting on when I go down, I might treat myself to one, you know.
Don't blame you. First appearance of the evening of Christopher Calvin Harris off the outside. Wasn't very good for Paul last night, was he? Let's be honest.
No. No, he was not.
Anything happening at Sheffield? Heat 4's been done, Palmer, if you want to...
Let's have a bloody
Jesus,
then,
Joe
eh?
Thompson's got a second in there as well.
Up the Joseph. Let me get British Speedway updates on.
I'll quickly do the lineup while you check that. Gate 1 in blue is Jason Edwards, Gate 2 in yellow, William Cairns, Gate 3 in red, Tobias Muschleck, and Gate 4 in white, Chris Harris. First appearance of the evening of the 2 on the outside. Go!
Heat number 4 at Sheffield was won by rider in red, Josh Pickering. Normal standard service has resumed. Second place was Joseph Thompson, and Sam Masters come third, JF Ridge come last because he is a bit crap. The question is, how crap is Sam Masters to just get third in that race?
Maybe team road, Joe. Joe does like Sheffield. He scored an hatful when Leicester were there while he was on his 28-day contract with them.
He did.
I think
That
he got about paid
reminds
7 or something like that.
But Tapes has risen 4, heat number 4 here, and the Witches have gated, and they're currently on a 5-1. Now what can Chris Harris do? He looks to come round the outside here of Jason Edwards, and he just about gets round the outside there of Jason Edwards. So it's currently a 4-2 to Witches as it stands. Will Cairns is at the back of the field at the moment, but yeah. If anything, Chris Harris is now just about got Tobias Muslyak in his sights. So what could Bomber do now as as he's challenging Tobias Muslyak? But Tobias,
away,
in this race at least, he looks like the Tobias that rode at Sheffield for 22 and 23.
Luckily, he's not the one that rode at Birmingham in 25.
Or the one that did about 4 meetings for Kings Lynn in 24. But Toby takes the win, and it's a 4-2.
And that suddenly opens up a bit of a gap. Bomber looked quite quick then, though, to be honest, as well.
He did indeed. He looked a lot quicker in that one than what he did last night.
Yes, we've said this a few times, haven't we? But Berwick definitely booked the better Glasgow rider last night.
Absolutely.
That's a nice easy winning time. Heat number 4 was won by the rider in red, Tobias Muschleck, in a winning time of 58.58. Second in white, Chris Harrison. Third in blue, Jason Edwards. 4 points to 2 in Ipswich's favour. Opens up a 6-point gap now. Ipswich 15, Belle Vue 9. Closes the gap again a little bit on the aggregate point. 54 points to 60 in Belle Vue's favour with 4 heats gone.
Close. It's a bit closer now, like, innit?
It is. Belle Vue started well in there. Will Cairns missed the start by miles then, but he never really had any pace either once he did get going.
No, absolutely. Yeah, it's just one of them, innit? It's just how it is.
He seems to be having a little bit of a baptism of fire with the Premiership Rising Star position this year, and he's not particularly being fantastic.
No, but I remember I think it might have been in Speedway Star, but he needs to make this a good year because this is his last year in the Rising Star positions.
Oh jeez, what, because of age or?
Age, I think, yeah. I think he's 23, isn't he now?
I have no idea. 16, ain't it?
Wish I was 16 again, mush.
Are we talking about Will Cairns?
I was talking about Jason Edwards.
Oh, I was talking about Will Cairns.
No, Will Cairns has got
He's
many
only,
more
I was
years
just going to
left.
say, he's only just bloody turned 16 last year. Unless he's going up in dog years.
If he's going up in dog years, he'll be about ready for retirement.
What do you make
I'm
of
ready
this?
for retirement.
Are you really? Has this weather
Yeah.
decided for you?
I was ready for retirement months ago. Can we just say, though, exactly a year ago today, I made my return to work from my 7 months off with my ankle.
Jeez, I bet that was a painful day.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So we thought we'd have the sun come out to celebrate.
Yes, just a bit too hot now though, isn't it? Charlotte's having a chinwag with Jason Edwards. Either she's really short or he's really tall.
Jason's about as tall as me.
Talking of Charlotte as well, they've got her and Eloise have got a really, really good series going on their YouTube channel, Pit Lane Pass. Really decent stuff on there. That's no
It
plug
is
or
really
anything.
good.
They probably don't even know we exist, but they do really good content.
Oh, well, Louise knows I exist, mush. She's
And-
at Scunny most weekends with Dan when he's practicing.
How's he getting on now? Is he back yet?
He's riding in that 4-team tournament thingy at Wakington on Saturday.
Bit of practice for him.
Bit of paid practice, innit? And if he's fit to come back, hopefully he'll be back on Friday.
When you'll
Not
probably get rained
tomorrow.
off.
Yes. You know, last season we was the only club not to have a rain off at home all season.
Have you had any this year?
Nope.
Let's try and keep that one alive, eh?
I mean, I kind of hope we have a rain off at some point because it just extends the season another week.
When does your season finish? Scheduled at the moment?
Current point, the 28th of August.
Jeez. That ain't very long, is it?
But we've got 4 Fridays on the bounce. We've got Plymouth, Oxford, Poole, Redcar. Then we've got 3 weeks off, and then we've got Wakington, and then we finish with Edinburgh.
Crikey. We're looking at the scorecards on the screen. You can see where the points have been lost for Belle Vue. 3 non-finishes with Kilderman's Fall and Norwich and Cairnsey both retiring as well.
Yeah, Owen Cairns is last in his last one.
Yeah, and compared to Jace's 3, Rising Stars can make a massive difference, can't they?
Absolutely. And proving to be part of the difference tonight.
And crucially, all of the top 5 for Ipswich have had at least a paid second place.
Yes, that's quite important.
Brady's back out. He looked decent in his opening race, to be honest. And Tate is the rider replacement to go with him. Are you filling in a scorecard as we go as well?
I certainly am, because I'm old school and I like to do the paper
It
ones.
felt weird when we were at Red Car the other week and I didn't fill one in, but I just couldn't be arsed really. I was just trying to enjoy it. Because otherwise you spend most of your time with your head in a scorecard, don't you?
Oh yeah.
And then you had Al who decided to go and get some chips and stop filling his in halfway through the meeting.
And then you just had me that had about 7 bottles of Nuki Brown.
Yeah, that was quite fun. And the ciders when you went back to the hotel.
And some of the beers that was in the room that Al bought.
Heat number 5, gate 1 in yellow, the rider replacement, Tate Zishki. Gate 2 in red is Richard Lawson. Gate 3 in white is Brady Kurtz, and gate 4 in blue is Scott Nichols. All of these riders had a win or paid win in their opening one. Scott Nichols, perhaps fortunately because of Peter Kilderman, they're both Danish, because of Peter Kilderman's fall. But all of them had at least a paid win in their opening race, with Lawson, Kurtz, and Zishki all winning outright. So something's
That
got
they
to
did
give.
indeed. This is the race. Scotty wins this now, so they've all had a win.
Probably. We've got 7 people watching us.
One way to enjoy the sun, I suppose, isn't it?
Temperature is dropping. It's noticeably cooler in this room now, but it's still too warm.
So start match walks away for heat number 5, and the tapes fly up, away we go, and it's a very good start there for the two Belle Vue Aces boys who were currently on a 5-1. Now what can Scotty do? He's gone right round the outside there of Tate Zishki, and now Richard Lawson's gone on the inside, so Tate Zishki really was the ace there in the witch's sandwich. And now Scott Nichols has got his eyes set on Brady Kurtz there out in front. Brady tries to go wide, Scotty tries to go wide as well. It's not quite going to work if you're going for the same bit of track, boys. One needs to go wide and one tries to go up the inside. But now Brady's blocked Scotty's move there perfectly. Then Brady Kurtz here really showing some good determination and moves here on his motorcycle. I didn't know what to say then. Sun's getting to me. The tiny flag comes back out then for 1 lap left to go. And Brady Kurtz is going to make it 2 out of 2. And an inspired and a lot better idea from Scott Nichols there in second place. As it's going to be another bloody 3-3, boys.
Good start from Brady there, and an awful start from Richard Lawson. He was napping. You could stay moved, and he was still looking at the magnets. That's the word. Good ride from Brady, but Scott definitely looked the quicker of the two.
Absolutely.
Whatever he went back into the pits to change, it worked. And it is difficult having that heat 3 and then out in heat 5 and 8 get a little bit of a track grade, but it's not too long, is it?
Some club you don't even get the track grade much.
No. 2 Point Tom's lost himself a fair bit of weight as well.
That was the quickest. No, it wasn't. I was going to say it was the quickest time, but it wasn't.
It was a little bit slower than his winning heat 1, weren't it? Heat number 5 was won by the rider in white, Brady Kurtz, in a winning time of 57.91. If those times are anything to go by, he's not being beaten tonight because nobody else has got below 58.5. Second in blue was Scott Nichols, and third in red Richard Lawson. Points divided 3 apiece. It's 18 points to 12. Could we see a tactical played in this one for Tate and Brady coming in yellow to partner Bomber?
I could see it.
So could I. Tom Brennan's not performing at the minute, is he? And Danny King may do something, but I think you've got to try and play it early and not let that gap extend.
Well, absolutely. You've got to try something, and I can't see him doing it in. He could do it in 7 for Norwich, I suppose. Don't know. See what happens.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Rider replacement at this point has scored nothing. Norwich's got his helmet on.
He's out in 7.
Oh, okay.
Unless he's bringing in Norwich here as a tactical, which would be
Really
weird.
yeah. Really strange.
It wouldn't be. I wouldn't put it past Matt Levin to do so.
That would be a strange call, wouldn't it? They are having a little bit of a delay, which would suggest to me that somebody's got 2 on the bounce. Here's Bomber.
Yes.
He's really tried to squeeze into that top. I ain't a fan of these tops with the arms on them, long sleeved.
Bring back race jackets for guests.
Oh, just t-shirts, just without the sleeves. Because a lot of riders now don't like to race in race jackets, do they?
Not unless they have to.
Although whether it's Brady or Tate in this one, there was going to be a bit of a delay because Tate was the RR in the last one, weren't it? Just remembered that.
So it was.
Chris Harris looked fast in his first one, missed the gate a little bit, but he looked quick once he'd got going.
Not having that. Chris Harris never misses a gate. Tate remains in
There
yellow.
is no tactical in this one, yeah. I would have probably played it here, to be honest, but the gates are probably against Belle Vue as well, I suppose. Gate 2's not had a win at all, and Gate 4's had one. Gate 1 has had one, and Gate 3 has had 3. So Danny King is in the favoured gate in this one. In number 6, Gate 1 in red is Tom Brennan, Gate 2 white, Christopher Harris, Gate 3 in blue is Danny King, and off the outside in yellow is Tate Zishki. If Gate 2 is going to get a win, first win of the meeting, it's going to have to come from Bomber, who notoriously cannot gate.
No, he can't.
It's like there's very stark similarities in there between Pico and Bomber. Neither can gate, and they're both full on entertainment when they
Neither
can't.
can gate. One of them's entertaining and the other one's Chris Harris.
Yeah, the other one's having a little bit of a moan about slick tracks this year, but he has been, over the years he has been really entertaining.
And one of them said the slick tracks can be quite smooth when he hasn't had stock cars on it a week before.
Was that Pico by any chance?
Ironically, it was while he was talking to Bomber about it.
Hello,
So, heat number 6 and the Tate Sly, away we go, and Chris Harris has made the gate there. Can't believe I've said that, but Danny King goes really wide there, and that's allowed Chris Harris to stay in front, because I don't know what I'm saying. The heat's got to be already. Yeah, Harris is leading with Danny King in second. Brennan is in the third place and position as it stands with Tate Zishki at the back. It's going to be another 3-3, boys. Yeah, I would have expected Danny to have won this one, to be fair, but
he looked like he dropped the clutch at the best time as well, and then Bomber just
did.
dragged.
But Ipswich can't really complain at another 3-3 as it stands, but I really need to be getting some more heat advantages as we go on in this meeting, as Christopher Calvin takes a checkered flag.
It was a good ride by Bomber, because Danny King did look like he'd got the speed coming off of the exit of 2 down the back straight, and Bomber just ushered him to the fence and stopped his rot. Tom Brennan again disappointing. 2 paid 4 of a possible 6 points available to a number 1 just isn't good enough.
No.
In number 6 was a first win of the evening for Gate 2 in white, Chris Harris, in a time of 58.06. Second in blue, Danny King, and third in red, Tom Brennan. Points divided 3 apiece. It's 21-15 after 6. I don't think that. Where do you play your tactical now then?
Here for Bulldon.
Do you think?
I would.
I don't think you will. But they are on the favoured gates, but then Killer absolutely bollocked his first race by falling off.
Or Heat 9 for Tate.
But against Scotty and Lawson, who have looked quick. Lawson missed the gate by miles in his last one, and he was past whoever was in yellow. I think it was Tate really quickly.
Yeah.
He had speed on the track, even though he missed the start. Could possibly be in here. I don't think it will be though. Although Toby didn't look overly fast when he was out in front in his first one, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Peter Kilderman's here, no worse for wear after his little trippy fally thing.
Absolutely.
and Norwich is here as well. So it's as per programme. Heat number 7, gate 1 in white is Peter Kilderman, gate 2 in red is Tobias Michelet, gate 3 in yellow is Norwich Bladorn, and off the outside in blue is Philip Hellstrom Bangs. Toby will be hoping to make it back-to-back heat wins off gate 2, I think.
I think he will, and I'd probably put him down as a favourite to win this one, to be fair.
Oh,
Oh,
Dougie's been 5-1 at Sheffield in heat 5.
imagine being that rubbish.
Leon Flint won heat 5 with Chris Holder in second. He received a warning, and Ryan Douglas third. Drew Kemp at the rear for a 5-1 to Sheffield, and 19 points to 11 on the night, which opens up the aggregate in that one as well. It's now 6. No, it doesn't. It closes the aggregate because Leicester were leading. It's now 60-60.
60-60.
9 more points each, and we get a double. Way!
Oh, grow up.
Even though you're the more immature of the two of us.
Don't know what you're on about much. So, heat number 7. Star Marshall's walked away, and Tobias has made a very, very good start there. And what the bloody hell's Tate done there? It's not even Tate, it's Norwich.
That's Bladorn, yeah. Hellstrom Bangs had no chance there. Tate was slow. Bladorn was slow. It's your fault, that. Bladorn was slowing up and just didn't put his hand up or say that he had issues. And yeah, Philip Hellstrom Bangs has gone into the back of him. For me, Bladorn has to go for that as the cause of the stoppage.
Tate, Bladorn, both foreign, both in yellow, basically the same, aren't they?
Both right for Belle Vue.
Yeah.
Nasty crash that though. Good job they
It
weren't at
wasn't.
full speed, but nasty crash that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully they're both okay.
Philip Hellstrom Bangs was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, weren't he? And he looked like Bladorn had just straightened up, but he definitely broke down the way he was looking at his bike. So whether he's excluded as the primary cause or not, he wasn't under power when the Reds came on.
No, absolutely not.
So I would suspect he will be disqualified for that one, but you never do know, especially with Dorothy Perkins, the ref.
Up the Dozza Perkins.
Centre green looks very much like a Grand Prix centre green now, don't it?
Oh, if only there was GP promoters involved, eh? Oh, wait.
Will Cairns is out doing an extra bit of track grading before that. Your teammates down and dead on the floor, and you're out track grading. Excellent stuff.
I ought to go do a track grade over gate 1 now because of that.
Scott stopped off and said, "Oi pal, leave it alone."
I don't think you're allowed to.
Ambulance straight out. That's not a good sign.
No.
Ironically, the ambulance nearly ran Will Cairns over.
If I speak, I get in trouble.
Speaking of Will Cairns, he misses both of Paul's meetings the weekend. Glasgow on Friday, Berwick on Saturday, where they look to make it through to the Knockout Cup final. Jordan Jenkins guests at Glasgow on Friday. Been in good form since joining Berwick, and then Jordan Jenkins rides for Berwick against Paul, where Simon Lambert guests on Saturday.
Ride against Paul Wednesday, for them Friday, against them Saturday. I love British Speedway.
It's a great sport, ain't it? Norwich looked like he'd came off worse for wear from that one. He didn't move after the contact. Hellstrom Bangs looked like he did move slightly. There is a breeze now. The trees are moving a little bit, but it's still 30, which means it's still going to be killer.
Couldn't tell you much. I'm sat with a fan next to me.
I've got my little fan on next to my computer and my big fan on across the room by the plug, but and I've got the big window open in front of me. Not really doing a lot, I've got to admit.
No, that's not very good. Let's have a look, see what's happening up to Road in Yorkshire.
Nothing, because Chris Alder's got 2 on the bounce. He takes the RR for Jack in heat number 6.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So a little bit of a delay up there, and there's going to be a little bit of a delay here as well.
We love a delay.
The live updates. The comments on this are saying Mushleck makes the start but an awkward. I thought he meant he made an awkward angle. It says tangle. I missed the T. I don't usually miss T. Look at the size of me.
We can't, mate. Your camera's not on.
It's true. Probably a relief for all concerned because I'm sat here in my underpants.
You and me both must.
D&D
What have I got on mine today? I've got popcorn on mine today.
What have I got? Blue leopard print. Because I have this company called Oddballs which supports men's testicular cancer and all of that stuff. So I have their stuff. So you get funky designs and the money goes to a good cause. So that's what we have. So I've always got a decent design. So I wouldn't have chose blue leopard print, but that's what we've got.
My auntie buys me mine off Temu.
Temu's great, especially for t-shirts. The material they use for t-shirts is great for this kind of weather because it's that easy breathe stuff like sublimated speedway merch. It's lovely.
Yeah, these underpants are like sublimated.
Oh god, I bet there's no wonder they're stuck to you. Philip Alstrom bangs his up and walking back to the pits. He looks a little bit knocked about, but he's okay.
He's alright.
It's just not quite working out for him at the moment at Ipswich, is it?
And now this Roxlaff thing's come into place. How long do they get at? Is it before Artem Laguta comes in to replace him at reserve?
Or until Magic comes in to be a number one, even though he's not. I think Magic still rides for Václav, don't he?
Huh?
Sure he does.
What?
Maybe I imagine that, I don't know. The ambulance has come off the track, I don't know whether Norwich Bladorn is in there.
Where's the teams? Roxlaff.
It's going from bad to worse for Carl Ewerth at Sheffield. He's now been disqualified from Heat 6 for falling.
That was silly, wasn't it?
Not very good.
I can tell you that Magic Janowski is not part of the Roxlaff squad.
Is he not?
Mikkel Anderson, Mikkelbeck Lawson, Daniel Bewley, Christian Greda, Rafael Redzinski, Christoph Harden Darzik. Oh, he is Magic Janowski in there. I didn't see his face in there. Sorry. Bartolomej Kowalski, Marcel.
You're never going to be allowed to go to Poland again, butchering the names like this. Oh boy.
Philip Kubasaka. Brady Kurtz out of the goo. I could do them too.
Dan Bueller is there.
Nikodem Bikalajazkikak. Michael Obst.
Oh, Mikael Beck's there now, ain't he? Didn't he replace Dan?
Yeah.
Christ.
Balezes Pasaika. And this last one's easy. I can do this one. Anders Rowe.
Oh god. That's it, Anders Rowe to Ipswich 2027. You heard it here first. Bladorn's right down there. That's a chain or something. 'Cause he's straight up, and Philip Alstrom Bangs had absolutely no chance.
Absolutely.
The update service says that Bladorn got lift back to the pits in the ambulance, but he was sat up.
At least he was sat up. Imagine sitting down on the job.
It's disgusting, ain't it? Who on earth would sit down or even have a nap in the truck on the job?
Couldn't be me much. I'm too busy for that.
Oh yeah. Still no word on who's being disqualified for that though. Let's see if Speedway updates have got anything.
Goodness. Guess we'll soon find out.
Ipswich have opted to take the interval early after that crash. Both riders are going to be assessed by the paramedics.
That makes sense.
With these having an interval, shall we take a quick couple of minutes to go and drown ourselves in the sink?
Go on then.
Don't go away though, because when we're back from our little interval until these start, we'll carry on with updates from Sheffield versus Leicester.
Yeah, what you said, yeah. Hello, everybody. We thought we'd have a little bit of an interval because we needed an interval. They needed an interval. We come back at just the right time. Would you look at that?
Jason Edwards replaces Philip Elstrom Bangs here. So that would probably suggest Philip Elstrom Bangs has been withdrawn from the meeting and Peter Kilderman looks like he's going it alone.
There was only one decision to be made there, to be honest, wasn't there?
There was. But we've seen some shocking decisions in Speedway this season, so...
Yes, we have.
If you ask some pool fans, there was one last night. We have slightly different views on that.
I'm not saying I'm a pool fan in any way, shape or form, but I have got a lot of respect for the club, but the ref made 100% the right call then. Beth, if you're watching, I'm sorry, I love you and all that. Hope that clears everything up.
So we'll talk about Westlake's comment first. Westlake has commented hello and all that. Sorry, came in for the stream, but you'll be back shortly anyway. 60-30, thanks. There's somebody that's commented towards your murdering of the Polish riders' names, and I'll get back to it in a minute. It's really funny.
God.
Heat number 7, gate 1 in white, Peter Kilderman. Gate 2 in blue is Tobias Muchalek, no rider off gate 3 with an horrible Dawn disqualified. And off the outside in blue is Jason Edwards coming in for Philip Elstrom Bangs, who is unfit to take his place.
Something's tickled your pickle, Bush.
We'll discuss that comment in a moment, straight after this race, but it's a great comment.
Excellent. Oh, come on, Ipswich. It's 8:45, don't you know? Got things to do.
Like, die in the bath while it's too hot.
To be fair, I've relocated back to my bedroom and it's alright in here now. Tapes Rise then 4, heat number 7, the rerun, and it is ran in red Tobias music that makes a very good start and is leading the down straight. Jason Edwards goes right round the outside of Peter Kilderman like a knife going for what the bloody hell's Jason Edwards doing there, going that wide, but it's the Witches on a 5-1 then, and that would take them into a 10-point lead and it would close the aggregate up a little bit more as Kilderman's not done with Jason Edwards just yet. Jason blocks that run from Kilderman perfectly there. Very, very good. Smart ride there from Smiley Jace. And if anything now, he's just pulled away from Kilderman, who's just sort of just sitting. If Tiny Flag comes back out then as we enter the final lap of heat number 7, and Witches are going to get another 5-1, and this will be a big confidence booster for the Suffolk-based team as 2 flags come out and 3 riders come past.
Yeah, it was a good start there from Toby. PK had made a good start as well, but Tobias just went a bit wider, and Jason Edwards went even wider and went round Peter Kilderman as well. Massive ride from Jason Edwards. Peter Kilderman just couldn't really land a glove. It was a really smart ride from Jace, and there's going to be another slight delay because Jace has got 2 on the bounce. Heat number 7 was won by the rider in red, Tobias Muchalek, in a winning time of 58.35, second in blue, Jason Edwards, and third in white, Peter Kilderman. 5-1 in Ipswich's favourites, now 26 points to 16. The aggregate point is down to 2 points. Carol K71 clicked on this video to see if anybody knew what happened to Norwich Bledorn, but wow, I did not expect to hear an Englishman trying to pronounce Polish riders' names. Great stuff. You've just offended an entire nation.
Right, how do me and Lil say it now? If in Polish is basically every word in English but with ski. Right. High ski Poland ski, I ski, am ski, ever ski, so ski, sorry ski, for ski, embarrassing ski, you ski, please ski, let's ski, me ski, back ski, in ski, the ski, country ski.
Oh God, we're gonna get cancelled.
If you don't let me back in
Oh,
Poland, go F yourselves.
oh man. Don't worry, I'll let you back in. There's always room for the bumbling idiot from England. Oh God.
Which one we've got? About we've got a few.
You.
I'll take it. I like going to Poland. It's quite nice.
Never been there. I do want to go there though.
I'd recommend it.
You've recommended the Polish sausages a few times as being nice.
Do like a good Polish sausage from time to time, much. Mackey's over there is so much better than what we've got over here as well.
It's the big. Oh, you've never had a Big Mac, have you? I can't ask you.
Yeah. Not till tomorrow.
You having one tomorrow night?
That is the plan.
Any speed round tomorrow?
Red Car Edinburgh,
Oh yeah.
which looks like it might be on, and Glasgow versus Hull, which looks like it might be off.
What was that?
Because rain.
Trust Glasgow to be the only bloody country in the British Isles not to have an heat wave.
Because I was umming an hour and about what stream to get tomorrow, because I like to watch a bit of Friday Night Speedway from time to time. When we're not at Scunny, and obviously with watching Red Car last week, I thought, well, I'll tell you what, we'll watch Glasgow this week. But the forecast doesn't look very favourable.
Oh. I believe Peter Kildemand is the rider replacement, and indeed he is.
That's big P.
I could have sworn Bomber was sat there waiting to come out.
He's in next one.
Oh, okay. Heat number 8 then, off the inside gate in yellow is Will Cairns, yet to score. Jason Edwards gate 2 in blue, just got a paid win behind Tobias Muslek over Peter Kildemand, who lines up off gate 3 in white as the rider replacement. And off the outside in red is Danny King, who has yet to win a race but has looked a lot better than 4 points would suggest.
Absolutely.
It's mad it's 10 to 9 and we're only on heat 8.
It is a bit, isn't it?
But with the interval already being taken, we should blast through the rest of this quite quickly, hopefully now.
Yeah, we might be done for 10. If we're lucky.
And if we're not,
We might be done for 11. So, Smart Marshall walks away for heat number 8 and say, surprise, away we go. Beautiful start there from Danny King, who gets that first and if this stays like this, then he'll take his first race win of the evening. And Peter Coleman showing a bit more of a fighting spirit there in second, and Jason Edwards is in the third place. So I think Jason and Peter are going to be 1-1 after this one. To be fair, Jason don't really look like challenging Peter at this point of time. Danny King still out in front, and he's been chased down by Peter Coldemand in second. Then there's a gap, and then there's Jason Edwards, and then there's Will Cairns, to be honest with you, as we enter the final lap then of heat number 8, and Danny King still there out in front doing Danny King things. Peter Kildemand in second, not to get confused with Peter Carlson, and then Smiley Jace comes back in for third.
good ride from Danny King there. Peter Kilderman was more determined on the start that time and got to the first turn, but Danny was just over him and he couldn't really land a blow. He looked quicker though, and I swear I saw in the pits before that race started Brady Kurtz had a yellow helmet colour on, which would make sense for a tactical in heat 9.
Yes.
Heat number 8 was won by the rider in red, Danny King, in a winning time of 58.12 seconds. Second in white, Peter Kilderman, and third in blue, Jason Edwards, 4-2 to Ipswich, and it's now 30 points to 18 in the Witches' favour, and it's 60 apiece on aggregate.
Excellent.
The immaturity of us two loves that.
Yes. But grow up.
We've
Head
got
over.
5 people watching us at the moment. We did have a few more, a couple have dipped out, but 5 will do.
So while we've got a quick moment, we've just got a message from the British public.
Oh, it's warm. I like it warm, but I don't like it this warm.
That's literally been everybody these few days, isn't it?
This week, isn't it? Yeah.
And our viewers actually went up to 7 just as you played that.
Excellent.
Tate retains his spot in yellow.
Take me.
Possibly intent
Maybe.
to partner Peter Kilderman as a tactical in place of Bladorn.
That would make sense.
It's been a decent enough meeting on track, to be honest. The delay, obviously, with the crash can't be helped. We've just got to get back into the swing of it now, but it was a decent meeting up until that point.
Was indeed, sir.
Heat number 9, Gate 1 in white, Christopher Harris. Gate 2 in blue, Scott Nichols. 10 British titles between these two, but only 3 of them for Bomber, 7 for Scotty. 2 British legends go head to head. Gate 3 in yellow is Tate Zishke. He's not British or a legend just yet, and off the outside in red is Richard Lawson, who is British, but none of the authorities of British Speedway like to acknowledge that he's British.
So he's basically a legend. I wouldn't class him on the inside as one, even though everybody else does. Up the Scotty and the Lawson.
Up the witches then, eh?
Up the witches. And all that.
Richard Lawson will be hoping to make a better gate this time out than last time.
Oh, absolutely he will. And Scotty's had a steady night so far, so we'll be looking to carry that on as Starmastering walks away for race number 9. Tapes fly away we go. And Richard Lawson, who made the gate, but he's ended up in the rear of the field in this one. Tate's gone down.
Just as Richard Lawson's come up the inside of Bomber.
But the race has been allowed to carry on, so Tate must have got up and...
he's on the centre green. Fair play.
Richard Lawson starts the lead, and Scott is very, very close to Chris Harris now here for the second and third. One mistake from Bomber, and Scott is going to be through. Scotty tried the outside run there, pulls a little wheelie, and Bomber just extends that lead just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Big up Gina G, love you, darling. As we enter the final lap then of this one, and Richard Lawson's got this one, beating the man who replaced him at pole last night. And Scotty Nichols is just chilling there in the third place now, and it's going to be a 4-2.
Good ride that. Scotty Nichols, I think, almost gave himself a little bit of a fright when he went so wide and nearly hit the fence. I think that was probably about his challenge done, just settling for the third place point. Good ride from Richard Lawson to get up the inside of Bomber that made a really good start. So heat number 9 was won by the rider in red, Richard Lawson, with a winning time of 58.34. Second in white was Chris Harris, and third in blue, Scott Nichols. 4-2 to Ipswich, 34 points to 20 after 9 heats now, and it's 73-71 on aggregate. So the Witches just edged the aggregate lead now. Tate went on his own. Fair play though, he cleared the track quickly to allow it to carry on.
Not many riders would have done that.
Especially just as Bomber was just passed by Richard Lawson at that point as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd suspect the tactical is now coming in 10, to be honest.
Who was it we watched the other day who slid off and could have got up but didn't? Nick Morris.
Nick Morris,
that's the one.
Yeah, that pathetic excuse of trying to get up. And that is Brady Kurtz in yellow.
As as pretty much expected, innit?
Which I think would also suggest now that Norwich has withdrawn from the meeting as well. And there's going to be another delay after this one because Brady's got 2 on the spin.
Brady's young enough. All he has to do is put an helmet colour on.
And I would suspect Bomber will take the RR in 11's partner Brady against Mushleck and probably Jason Edwards if Philip Elfstrom Banks can't continue. In number 10, gate 1 in yellow, the tactical substitute Brady Kurtz, unbeaten by an opponent so far. Gate 2 in blue is Danny King. Gate 3 in white, Peter Kilderman, and off the outside in red, Tom Brennan. If ever there's a time for Tom Brennan to step up, this is it.
And hopefully he was watching heat number 8 and 9 because gate 4 won both of them.
It did. Brady's looked quick when he's got fresh air though, ain't he? And he's notoriously a good gaiter anyway. He's Brady, but when he's got fresh air tonight, he's cleared off quite quickly.
Oh yeah, absolutely he has. But never know. There might be a race like heat number 10 where he decides not to gate and tries to make a race of it. We can hope. Not going to happen, but we can hope. Oh, heat number 10 then. So Marshall walks away. Riders look at magnets. Tapes go up. And Danny King's made a beautiful gate there. And
what a first turn!
What could Tom Brennan do? Brennan's got himself into second with Brady Kurtz there in third. And
Peter Kilderman gave up.
So now, what can Brady Kurtz do against the British Grand Prix wildcard? At the minute, not a lot. Danny King's there out in front, and Danny's just extending his winning percentage ratio over Brady Kurtz because Danny King likes a race win over Brady Kurtz. Don't know if you knew that, but which is on a big 5-1 now and doing what they're meant to do. Although Danny King could, to be fair, help Tom Brennan out a little bit by just slowing up a tad just to allow Tom to get a little bit closer, but going down back straight for the final time, and it's going to be a big 5-1 to Witches.
Brilliant move. That entire race was orchestrated by Danny King being ruthless on Brady Kurtz. He made a really good start. He clamped him. He sent Peter Kilderman really wide as well, nearly through the back straight fence, and it was a perfect ride from Danny King, and Tom Brennan just straight through the middle of him as well, and that tactical substitute fails. Danny King faced a lot of criticism last season, didn't he? And he's really kicked on for Ipswich this year.
I think last season and this season he's not been in that big heat leader position, has he?
No, he's really made that second string position his own, hasn't he? Heat number 10 was won by the rider in blue, Danny King, in a winning time of 58.35. Second in red, Tom Brennan, and third in yellow, the tactical substitute Brady Kurtz. This first and second turn from Danny was brilliant. That's the wrong race. Not even the right race.
Bloody LBSN. Come on, pals. Have you seen Nick View? That's a Foxhall.
Yes, and the score's now on the night, 39 points to 21. The Witches have opened up a 6-point gap for the aggregate as well.
Excellent. Well, they've got a little bit of a delay. I'm going to take you through what's happening at Sheffield. I can't remember what heat it was we left you at, but
it was heat 6. We hadn't done that. We just said Carl had been disqualified.
So heat number 6 was a win for the rider in blue, Anders Rowe. Second in red was Chris Holder, and the third in white was Joe Thompson, who replaced Sam Masters because he touched tapes, the silly sausage. which was a 5-1, making it 24 points to 12. Heat number 7 was won by the rider in yellow, tactical substitute Ryan Douglas. Second in red was Josh Pickering, so the best scunny number ones getting a 5-1, with Nick Morris in third, with Luke Killeen at the back, making it 26 points to 16. Heat number 8 has been run, which was won by rider in red, Anders Rowe. Joe Tops is second, Drew Kemp third, Luke Killeen at the back, making it 29 to 19. And heat number 10 was won by Sam Masters in a shock race winning there for Samuel, Chris Alder second, Leon Flint third, Kyle Howarth retired, making that a 3-3, 32 points to 22. But the important, or not important, but shocking thing I would say is Anders Rowe has had 3 rides and he's had 3 race wins so far.
And the rider replacements in Heat 10, Leon Flint replaces Jack Alder, Sam Masters replaces Dan Thompson.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the result of that one.
Has it gone
Because
through?
it was a win for the rider in yellow, Sam Masters. Second in white was Nick Morris, and the third in red, Leon Flint. Anders Rowe maximum goes Capuche. That was 1 to Sheffield, 5 to Leicester, making progressive scores on night now 33 points to 27.
What did it go? Capuche.
Capuche.
2 minutes are on for Heat 11. And we will be going straight through to a conclusion now, barring the occasional track raid. Chris Harris takes the rider replacement in yellow as expected. So the full lineup of Heat number 11, gate 1 in red is Tobias Michelet, gate 2 in white Brady Kurtz, gate 3 in blue is meant to be Philip Hallstrom Bangs. I don't know if he's there, he's not, that's Jason Edwards.
Big smiley Jace, isn't it?
And off the outside in yellow, the rider replacement, Christopher Calvin Harris.
Marvellous. BSN says it's Mr. Hellstrom Bangs.
That's definitely Jace. Unless Hellstrom Bangs is now sponsored by Hagen Shocks all over his legs. Luke 42.62.8 said, can't believe I said Belle Vue were going to win this.
There we go. Thanks, BSN. So Stan Marshall then walks away for race number 11, takes fly, away we go. It's a very good start there for Tobias Busiak in the red helmet colour, and I thought there was going to be bloody carnage there as Brady and Chris just get it a little bit out of shape, and Jason Edward, what the bloody hell's he doing? He did get closer to Chris Harris, but now Chris Harris has just pulled the gap away, and Tobias Busiak extended his lead a little bit now over Brady Kurtz as well. So it looks like it's going to be a 3-3 here for, well, both teams to be fair, because they both get the same amount of points, don't they? But Brady lifts there, and Jason looked like he was closing in on Chris Harris at the back. So we've got 1 lap left to go. Can Jason Edwards do anything at the rear of the field with Chris Harris there? I think Toby's got this one all but in the bag, and looking very, very stylish as well, may we add, as they come down to check the flag then, and it's going to be a 3 apiece.
Yeah, really good start from Toby there. Brady lifted exiting bend 2, was out of control, but Toby kept it screwed on. Brady's heart was in his mouth for a moment. A little fist pump between the two. But a good ride from Toby, and Jace didn't let Bomber sleep on his laurels.
To that person that was commenting on my pronunciation of Polish riders' names, I can pronounce Tobias Muszak, thanks very much.
So the result of hit number 11 was a win for the rider in red. Tobias Michelet, second in white, Brady Kurtz, and third in yellow, Chris Harris. points divided 3 apiece. It's now 42 points to 24 after 11 races and 81 points to 75 on aggregate. Do you get the feeling Ipswich are going to continue to pull away now?
Yeah. Which is good. It's good.
Brady did well to get that back under control, and Tobias was brave there to stay going around the outside. Jace went really wide in that third and fourth turn. I think if he doesn't do that, I think he probably beats Bomber. He looked quicker.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? That one little mistake on a smaller track like this could cost you, but fun.
And we got a track grade. Well, the dirt's being turned over.
Same thing, isn't it?
Kind of. Yeah, you are right. Heat number 10 was a 5-1 to Leicester. Heat number 11 was a 4-2 to Leicester, won by Ryan Douglas, with Josh Picker in second and Drew Kemp winning over Joy Etheridge for third to make it 2 points to 4. 35-31 on the night now, and Leicester have just opened up that aggregate lead again by 4 points.
Little topsy-turvy meeting over in Yorkshire for the aggregate, isn't it?
And the fact that Carl Howarth has failed to score at reserve in this meeting makes that more impressive. That it's as close as it is. Joe Thompson's on 8 points from 4 rides so far, second highest scorer.
That's so good, yeah.
Likes Leicester, doesn't he?
It does indeed.
Richard Lawson's waiting for the track grading to end. Spice Michelet coming out for a little look at the track. Do you want to nominate a rider of the night, and I'll nominate a rider of the night?
I'm gonna go for Toby. Just because he's the only Polish rider with a name that I can pronounce correctly, and with that being a big topic of conversation this evening, I'm going for him.
I'm going to go for, they're both Ipswich riders, but I'm going to go for Danny King. So that poll will run until the conclusion of Heat 14 for anyone that is watching and wants to vote. Give your vote. It's 2 Ipswich riders, but let's be honest, all of the Belle Vue ones have been crap.
I'm gonna say it's not our fault. Belle Vue have been a bit poo-poo. You never know. 4-5-1s for 4-5-1s for Ipswich, and it becomes that 62-28.
A repeat of Monday evening. Charlotte's gone for a chat with Norwich. He looks a little bit worse for wear, but he's alive.
At least he's not dead. Always look at the bright side and all that.
Carl Howarth has been taken out of Heat 12 and replaced by Joe Thompson.
Oh, jeez.
Kyle's going to never want to go to Sheffield again.
I've been really disappointing since he left Sheffield and gone back. Yeah. It's been really disappointing. Let's see who BSN have put out as their riders of the evening.
Norwich just like, get that camera off me now, please, thank you. We're on track for Heat 12.
Ironically, our 2 men to watch, our 2 riders of the night, sorry,
Are the Ipswich
the 2 yeah. Or if you feel a bit sorry for Belle Vue, I don't know what you would, you could vote on the BSN rider of the night thing.
Brady and Bomber. Shock. Oh dear. Brady started well, but he's not been as good in this second part.
I don't think the break did.
No, it came at the wrong time, didn't it? For Brady.
Yeah.
Heat number 12 gave 1 in red. Richard Lawson gave 2 in yellow. Tate Zishki gave 3 in blue. Jason Edwards gave 4 in white. Is Peter Kilderman. He's been disappointing as well, to be honest.
Yes, to be fair, hasn't he? But hey ho, here we go. Ow. I love that these just end up turning into me doing a
little karaoke.
little bit of a karaoke. Fun, innit? So, come on, boys. We've got stuff to do. I think I did Jake's race day for tomorrow, actually. I can't remember. I hope I did. Because I can't really be bothered to do it now. So, Starmaster then finally walks away for Route 12, and that was the most unsatisfactory start if I've ever seen one.
Has it been stopped?
These bloody automated starts. Richard Lawson calling somebody over to come and give him a push start as he decided to do a bit more gardening, but
yeah, that was messy, weren't it, that?
Yeah, the tapes just kind of went up. What? That's got to be embarrassing.
What's that?
The tapes went up and got the start marshal right in his gonads.
Oh.
And trust me, that hurts. Don't you just love tapes in British Speedway?
This star marshal don't, apparently.
So, we'll try again for heat number 12. Same 4 riders. Big Rich, Big Tate, Smiley Jason, well, Peter's just kind of there, isn't he?
Same 4 riders, same 4 gates as it goes.
Yeah, I just didn't want to nick your saying. And don't call me Winchester. Unfortunately, we have the same first name, but I'm very disappointed in that, and I'm very disappointed in Jackie.
Dan Winchester, I won't call you Winchester.
Very much.
Oh, Winchester, no problem.
Up the Winnie. Oh, come on, boys. We haven't got all day now. As standard, we're just waiting on Richard Lawson to get himself to the tapes. There we go.
Ironically, Jace is actually last.
Bloody hell, Jace. Used to like you, pal. So, tapes fly. Away we go. It's a decent start there from Richard Lawson, who gets that first turn, first of the 2. Belle Vue boys there in second and third. Lawson goes wide. Now, what can Edwards do? He's still at the back at the moment, and yeah, Richard Lawson asserted dominance on this race as it stands. But what the bloody hell's Tate doing there? That was a little bit untidy, wasn't it? As Peter killed him, and now he makes a little mistake there, but he's itching a bit closer to Richard Lawson now out in front, and but yeah, it looks like it's going to be another 3-all. We've had a few of them this evening, although to be fair, something doesn't go right in this last lap with these Belle Vue boys. Tate's probably going to take both of them out. The way he's riding, he just pulls a little wheelie going down back straight just to avoid Peter Codeman there. As yeah, decent win for Richard.
Good ride that from Richard Lawson. He made a good start. He had to go a bit wider than he would have liked, and he looked like the Belle Vue boys could have maybe come up the inside, but he got the speed, and he really does seem to be drift wide exiting 2 to catch the line, and there's not much else out there now, is there?
Absolutely not. Oh, pardon me.
Chase has tailed off a little bit in his last couple as well.
He has a tad, hasn't he? What can we do?
So the result of heat number 12 was a win for the rider in red, Richard Lawson, with a winning time of 59.04. Second in white, Peter Kilderman, and third in yellow, Tate Zishki. Points divided 3 apiece. Ipswich have guaranteed the win on the night, hitting 45 points to 27, and it's 84.78 on aggregate. You'd probably say Belle Vue need a 5-1 to have any sort of hope of keeping the aggregate point alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if Norwich can't go, then Tate's going to have to, and Will Cairns has been crap.
He hasn't been very good. But it's 8:13 now.
The lineup across the tapes: gate 1 in white is Brady Kurtz, gate 2 in red Tom Brennan, better ride last time out from Tom. Gate 3 in yellow is Chris Harris, and gate 4 in blue is Tobias Muschlek.
That it is.
Even
Tis that it is.
Even a Belle Vue 5-1 here, I don't think makes too much of a difference. They'd be 14 down on the night.
Yeah.
With the
Funny,
aggregate, they would be 82 points behind 83-85. It would be 85-83 in Ipswich's favour.
Same thing, innit? Oh. I'm going to open my window a little bit more. There's a nice breeze coming through now. Ah, that's nice.
Is that nice?
It's nice. Before we die in 40 degrees tomorrow here.
Though is tomorrow your hottest day out. Today was our hottest day. So
yeah.
Once this sleep is over with, I think we should start to cool down.
So week 13 tapes right away we go, and Brady's made a rough but decent start there, and Bomber's got there with him. It's currently the Aces then on a 5-1. Now what can Tom Brennan do in third? And this is going to be bang goes Tobias Music Maximum. It's going to go whoosh, a bit like Anders Rose did at Sheffield not so long back. But yeah, Brady Kurtz, they're out in front doing Brady Kurtz things, and when Brady's out in front, nobody looks like stopping him. And I think Tobias is now getting more annoyed at the fact he can't get past Tom Brennan, which is a little bit disappointing for the Polish superstar. Brady Kurtz just is out there. He's just stretching his legs now, and he's got one lap left to go of heat number 13. And I think it's going to be quite a simple 5-1 to the Belle Vue Aces here in this one, as Brady takes checkered flag.
Good ride that from Brady, knew what he needed to do and did it. Tobias Muschlek made a bad start, and Tom Brennan was snaking all over the place. Bomber just got away with Brady, and that was all she wrote. You would say Tobias probably looked quicker than Tom, but just couldn't pass him. But I would say that Ipswich are clear favourites in 14 as well. Certainly for a 4-2, if not a 5-1.
Absolutely.
Quick time for Brady for this time of the meeting as well. It was a win for the rider in white, Brady Kurtz, in a winning time of 58.09, which is almost a second quicker than Richard Lawson's in heat 12. Second in yellow, Chris Harris, and third in red, Tom Brennan. 1 point to Ipswich, 5 to Belle Vue, and it's now 46 points to 32 on the night for Ipswich, and 85-83 on aggregate.
Close. It's very close.
Winnie's just asked who would get to choose who goes home and away first in the cup final between Plymouth and Berwick/Poole. How is it decided? We don't know, Winchester, but you don't go to Plymouth to watch meetings anyway, so what does it matter?
Exactly.
Norwich out.
Plymouth. Oh, wow. Fair play.
Which would mean I would suspect Tate is coming in for Will Cairns. Well, Norwich's here. And
Cairns is
Cairns
out.
is in. That's mad because he's been bloody awful tonight. After this one, Richard Lawson giving his poor teammate opposition tonight, though, a little bit of advice on the start line.
Not like he could do it while he was riding for Paul yesterday,
No, because Richard Lawson was in Denmark.
Apparently he didn't make the meeting.
Heat number 14, gate 1 in blue, a reserve switches. Jason Edwards comes in for the injured Philip Hellstrom Bangs. Gate 2 in white is Norwich Bladorn. Gate 3 in red, Scott Nichols. And off the outside in yellow is Will Cairns. I would probably still say that Ipswich are favourites, even with Norwich here. He's not looked particularly good before that crash.
He's not looked great, has he?
Penultimate race of the night. We're nearly there, Palmer. We're nearly there.
Nearly there. I'm glad we're nearly there because I'm busted for a wee.
God. Oh my God, Nick Morris has been 5-1 by Joy Etheridge.
Berwick team riding. Heat 14 the tapes has risen and it's a decent start for Norwich Bladorn, to be fair. Now what can Scotty do? Right round the outside. Vintage Scott Nichols, like a knife going through hot butter. And if Will Cairns isn't careful, he's going to score his first point here because Jason Edwards is quite a distance behind him.
Jason Edwards has gone to shit, ain't he?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it looks like a 3-3 as it stands. Edwards is trying absolutely everything to get right close to Will, but it just ain't happening for the geezer. As go down turns 3 and 4 them for, I believe, what's penultimate time. And yeah, tidy flags out, so we've got 1 lap to go, and Jason Edwards has pulled up, so it is going to be a free all. And with regards to the aggregate, it's virtually a winner takes all in Heat 15 as Scotty takes his first checkered flag of the evening.
Good ride from Scotty, that brave ride. Didn't make the start. Jason Edwards, after starting really well, has railed off 3 last places. And Will Cairns gets his first point of the evening.
Well, he does, yeah.
I've missed out a heat result, so have you got gate stats by any chance?
I've not been jotting them down, but I've
missed out a heat somewhere. I've got 13 rides, but there's obviously been 14 heats. Good start from Norwich, that. Brave ride from Scotland to go around him.
Absolutely.
Went round him like he was stood still, didn't he?
Almost like a knife going through hot butter.
Any butter will be hot in this weather, though.
Not if you bang it in the fridge.
Well, that does help, but the second you take it out, it starts melting.
Yeah.
Swings and
helps
roundabouts and all that, eh?
Helps for making cheesecake, so doesn't it?
It's true. So I would imagine it will be Brady and probably Bomber in 15. The win on the night's obviously all sewn up, but the aggregate is still very much all to play for. Danny King and...
Do you go Toby or do you go Richard Lawson?
Yeah. They've both got 3 wins apiece.
Or do you do both of them and leave Danny King out?
I'm fairly certain Danny goes in there.
I mean, we'll soon find out.
We'll end the Ride of the Night poll on YouTube now, and that result is with 5 votes. Tobias Muszalek wins it by 3 votes to 2. Could have gone either way, to be honest, couldn't it?
Could have gone. Yeah.
Heat number, a couple of heats have been done at Sheffield and they've started to pull away again now. Heat 12, Joy Etheridge replaced Luke Killeen, Joe Thompson replaced Carl Hare. I think there's a win for Chris Holder with Joy Etheridge second and Nick Morris third. 5-1 to Sheffield, made it 40 points to 32. Anders Rowe took the rider replacement for Jack Holder in Heat 13, which was won by Josh Pickering with Ryan Douglas second and Anders Rowe third. Sam Masters retired from the heat. And in Heat 14, Nick Morris takes the rider replacement for Dan Thompson, partnering Joe Thompson against Leon Flint and Joy Etheridge.
Sounds like a decent meeting down in Alton, to be fair.
I'm intrigued to see which way Paul Hurry goes with his riders here. I presume it will be Danny and Toby. Richard Lawson didn't look particularly in a rush to get ready if it were him, did he?
No, he didn't.
And
But Richard Lawson's never in a rush.
that's true, yeah. I can't believe he missed that meeting in Denmark.
I tell you, Richard Lawson might just be the most chilled out, relaxed speedway rider I've ever seen.
He does rock up to tracks late, doesn't he?
But when I was at Pool the other week, me and Lils had been stood in the queue for about 20 minutes to get in. Then he rocked up.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't rock up till... When did we rock up? About 6:15?
Jeez, he just rocks up and goes, doesn't he? So we're on the potentially last race, potentially penultimate race, depends how 15 goes for the aggregate. We'll probably be back on Monday for Northampton versus Ipswich.
I could tell you, it's Richard Lawson in red off gate 2, Danny King in blue off gate 4, Brady Kurtz in white off gate 1, and Chris Harris off gate 3 in yellow. I can tell you, that's what British Speedway Update says.
Ipswich have put down a marker tonight, especially after the other night, but they would love to take the aggregate point as well. This aggregate isn't for that meeting though, this is for one earlier in the season, but they would still love to take the aggregate for this one and close the gap to 3 points on Belle Vue in the league table.
How is the league table looking?
Like a table, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, is it 5 teams or 6 this year?
6 now with Northampton.
Yeah, I was still stuck in the... Look at the amount of retirements and exclusions for Belle Vue. That's been the difference.
Literally.
Richard Lawson, he's used to V15s, and it's very rare you see an E15 at Pool without him in it, except last night because he weren't there.
Yes.
Bomber's got Tate Zishki's tyre on, or wheel on to be exact. It's got the entire thing, not just the tyre.
Madness, innit?
We will pretty much wrap straight up once this is done, so as soon as this heat's done and the result call, Palmer will wrap us up for the night and we'll be back on Monday.
If we're not dead and all that.
All being well. It is supposed to cool down over the weekend, which will be nice.
Yeah, possibly go to Leicester Sunday, see what weather's like.
Brady's looked really... Was the red flag out?
Why not?
Red lights are on.
What's happening, pals?
Thomas got his helmet off, so there's a delay for something. And he ain't in a rush to get back on that bike.
Bomber looks really old now, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the airbag's deflated. That's why. Not used to working more than 2 hours a week. Bit like somebody we know, Winchester?
Brady's just having a cheeky look over to see if they've done it yet and just carries on gardening.
As you do.
Hopefully this don't take long. If it does, we'll probably have to sack it off before the end.
Shouldn't take long, to be fair. Just casually fill your fuel up while you're waiting, boys, for me as well.
They've just stopped by the start line. Bomber's put his helmet back on.
Must be all but sorted now then, eh?
What's that seat ever done to you, Christopher?
Exactly. The irony is, 5 more minutes, and that'll be going down anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if they have second halves at Ipswich. They probably do. The mechanic tops are nice.
They are, it's a full uniform, ain't it?
Certainly brings them all together as a team.
Bogs are starting to wake up again now.
That they are.
2 minutes is on. So the lineup of heat number 15, gate 1 in white is Brady Kurtz, gate 2 in red Richard Lawson, gate 3 in yellow is Chris Harris, and off the outside in blue is Danny King. Meeting on the night is sewn up, but the aggregate point has 2 points in it. Ipswich hold a 2-point lead. 4-2 to Belle Vue. Here we go to a super heat, a 5-1 to Belle Vue. Here they take it. Anything else, and it's Ipswich's.
This could be a fun race.
Could.
Excellent. So we're coming into line for what could be the final time tonight. Come on, Brady, just stay still, pal. Start Marshall and walks away. Riders look at the magnets, tapes go up, away we go, and it's the Belle Vue boys that have got to that first at the minute. If it stays like this, they're going to take the aggregate. What can Danny King do? Looking to go up the inside. He's not quite made it work. Chris Harris is as the lead then, but Brady Kurtz in second has got 2, which is right on his tail. Richard Lawson's going hammer and tongue. He's beating that machine up here. He wants to get that second place for the Witches here to at least settle them into a super heat, although Chris Harris does not look quick out in front. So, but it's the Bomber that currently has the lead with Brady second. Brady goes wide, Lawson up the inside. What can Lawson do? Nothing. As Harris then still has the lead. He's been team-rode perfectly here with 1 lap left to go by Brady Kurtz, and that's the Ipswich challenge over. The aggregate bonus point is going to go to the Manx as Chris Harrison comes round final 2 bends to take the win of Heat 15.
Paul fans are now sat there thinking, why couldn't he have done this last night?
Yes.
So Heat 15 was won by the rider in yellow Chris Harris, second in white Brady Kurtz, and third in red Richard Lawson. 5 points to Belle Vue, 1 to Ipswich. The final score on the night, 50 points to 40 in Ipswich's favour, 89 points to 91 on aggregate. Nick Morris Felon was disqualified in Heat 14 at Sheffield, of course he was. Was won by Leon Flint in red with Joe Thompson in second, in yellow and Jai Etheridge third. In blue, 4-2 makes it 48-36. Do you want to quickly run us through the individual scorers from here, Palmer?
Just working them out now, boss. 4, 6 for him. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 1. 2, 4, 5, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 3, 4. Right, so for the Witches, then Tom Brennan scored 5 and 3, Danny King 10, Richard Lawson 11 and 1, Scott Nichols 8 and 1, Tobias Muser 9, Philip Hellstrom bangs 1 and 1, Jason Edwards 6 and a bonus for Belle Vue, Brady Kurtz 14 and 1, Pete Coderman 5, Norit Bladorn 3, Chris Harris 13 and 2, Tate Shishki 4 and 1, Will Cairns 1 and 1. That was Belle Vue versus Ipswich. He was Dill, he's about to die. I'm Dan, I'm about to die. If we don't die, see you on Monday. Have a